Stop fooling around and give me back my emeralds!
What are you babbling about? You call yourself a hunter, attacking a lady? Shame on you!
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me! Ah! Ah! What in the world? Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place. Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.
Hey everyone, School902 here, and this is Sonic Adventure 2. This is part 12, and we're going to be going through the end of the hero story today with Crazy Gadget, the boss fight against Eggman, as well as Final Rush, and the boss fight against Shadow. Both of the boss fights being rematches, of course. So Crazy Gadget here is an interesting one with, I guess it has like an anti-grav gimmick as well, like with Cosmic Wall, except this one's anti-grav gimmick is like different. Or rather, I guess anti-grav isn't the right word to use for Cosmic Wall. That was like low G. This one's anti-grav. You know, you throw those switches and it'll change the orientation in which the gravity in the room is directed towards. Most of the time, you'll just be going upside down, but sometimes you'll need to switch gravity to be on the side, like I'm doing here. You know, and sometimes you'll need to set things back to normal. Sometimes, like here, things will just kind of reset themselves to normal and whatnot. And there's those annoying fucking Chaos Monster bastards. A tip for that that I read on Sonic Wiki recently was to like stick to the right or the left of the Chaos Monster there to sort of like help you avoid grabbing them. And I'm sorry for how loud this is. You know, even with me lowering the volume, I'm fairly certain I'm gonna get drowned out during those parts where there's just like a bunch of little ones exploding, and I'm very sorry about that. For whatever reason, in the PC version of this game, the sound mixing can get really fucky like that, in terms of things just being like way louder than other versions of the game. It's just strange like that. We heard at the beginning of the level, and then there was one more time just now, where Eggman is actually like calling to and taunting you through this level. So, you know, it was like 2 minutes or whatever. Eggman was like, hey Sonic, you better, you know, run your ass along here and get to Amy. And then at another moment, he'll be like, Sonic, if you don't get here quickly, she will die. You know, something along those lines. And I think it adds to the atmosphere of this level. I think it really, you know, helps out the theme. In terms of the story, anyway, you know, we're on like a bit of a chase here, you know. gotta stop Eggman from doing his dumb shit. Eagle-eyed viewers might notice there was one just now. I ran past a couple of boxes with red X's on them. Something about this level, this really is like fodder for a fucking extra video, but here, I'll mention it anyway. I'll show it in the extra video, but I'll mention it here. Those boxes with red X's on them, in the Dreamcast version they had green X's on them. But I guess, when they put this thing up on the GameCube, I guess either Sega or Nintendo were concerned about, like, that being considered some sort of an endorsement or advertisement of the Xbox. Oh, there it was. But, like, it's a bit of a silly concern, but I guess, like, I guess it makes sense, especially if it was Nintendo making the complaint. Whatever. It doesn't really bear a resemblance to the console, but, it's a thing. It's a thing that happened, and I went on for far too long mentioning it. This here is the last section of the level. You gotta, like, repeatedly throw gravity switches and, eventually get to the goal ring and whatnot. So, I guess I'll just mention, like, this was one of the levels that gave me some big old trouble back during my original playthrough. Along with Final Rush as well, actually. So, like, what do I think of it now? I do think that it is the least of Sonic's levels, but, like, it took me the longest to sort of turn around on it. I do like Crazy Gadget, but it's not the one I would immediately think to play. It does have quite a bit of artificial chaoses and generally things that can go wrong. And, suddenly turn your run from, hey, I'm doing pretty good, to, oh god, what the fuck is going wrong, So, that's a basic summary of Crazy Gadget. Again, had a hard time doing this my first time around. Got used to it. I like it well enough. Things can go wrong easily. But I guess they didn't this time, and I was rewarded with an A rank. Which is good, because fucking Eternal Engine, Jesus.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald? I can kill two birds with one stone!
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor!
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy. Now, for a little space ride. Capsule clears the colony, bam!
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic! It has the same wavelength and but it's less powerful than the real one.
The same wavelength and properties. But can I do this?
Farewell, Sonic, my admirable adversary. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. If you give me the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic's asked me for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
You're no match for me. Sweet little fox.
Okay, so I was wrong before. This is the version of the boss fight that can be a real pain in the ass. You know, I did a crossfade cut there. I died on this one quite a few times. The reason why this guy is a total fucking asshole is because of that. Not to mention, like, you know, he fires his fucking special move, and like he'll know exactly where the hell you are. Like, his AI is way smarter than Tails in the equivalent Dark boss fight. As well, if you pick up the power armor in the Dark story, you know, before facing this guy, the effects of that will carry over to this boss fight. So, fuck's sake.
I feel some strange energy. Hey, Sonic!
Whoa, I wasn't sure if I could pull that one off. Somehow I managed to use the chaos control.
Chaos control?
Are you okay? I'm worried about Tails and Amy. I hate to ask, but could you help them? This is our last chance. I got it. Before the cannon fires, I'll slam dunk it in there.
Aw, yeah, boy, it's time for Final Fucking Rush. I mean, like, that is an extremely appropriate title for this level. It is a rush. You know, it really, like, increases the grinding by, like, you know, a considerable amount. There's still, some, you know, tricky platforming and everything. Sorry for choking there. There is some tricky platforming involved, and shortcuts as well. Like, just kind of decided to. I don't know why I decided to do the bounce attack here, which made it considerably harder to align myself. But you can do that, and if you know what you're doing, you can go like this, and you know, you can also, like, jump off of the ends of rails sometimes, like you would ramps in City Escape, or other levels for, you know, some nice point bonuses. If you reach the tops of those vertical rails, you can jump for some super fucking height, and I love getting hang time in video games, so that's, like, you know, perfect. And sometimes it'll reward you, like, you know, I got the electric shield here, as well as the gold beetle of this level. You know, those fuckers only show up once. So, and there's an extra life by the same thing. You know, after I sort of learned how to do this with consistency, I was a regular, like, jumper from these fucking vertical rails here, because oftentimes they can be rewarding in the way of, like, items or, you know, whatever, and if not items, then shortcuts. You know, it's fucking awesome. This level, like, when you master the gameplay, this level right here, I think, becomes the most rewarding and fun to play. You know, Green Forest might be my favorite Sonic level, but this one's probably, like, the best. Which is kind of funny because we just went through Crazy Gadget, and that's the one that I considered was the least. They're all amazing. Like, they're all great in their own ways. But Final Rush here, I think, is the best one of the bunch. So, like, that aside, I do want to briefly mention the thing that I talked about during the Eggman rematch. Just one more tiny little thing. That is the only time that picking up an upgrade will affect a boss battle in this game. For whatever reason, that's the only time. So, you know, say if I had, like, picked up the bounce bracelet in Hero Story first before going through Dark Story, it's not like in the first or second battles with Sonic and Dark Story will automatically, you know, make Sonic start, like, bouncing around like a fucking maniac. But, you know, it's very odd that way. I don't know if that was just, like, a programming error or what, because, like, cosmetically speaking, the items shouldn't even be appearing for the Dark characters, so I don't know why the power armor there was even active. Very strange. One more final thing, very briefly. Knuckles didn't know what Chaos Control was, so I guess the other heroes didn't fill him in when he joined in earlier. Just another example of Knuckles not being treated right by his friends. Hashtag treat Knuckles better. But Final Rush here, absolute thrill ride. Fucking amazing level. It's the antithesis of Final Chase, and I fucking love it. It's so goddamn good. Amazing way to finish off the Hero Story in terms of the proper platforming levels.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard. You actually saved me, you know.
It was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control using an emerald that's fake. So, there's more to you than just looking like me. What are you, anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
I see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end. Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of Chaos Control!
Alright, so we're into the final boss battle of the Hero Story now, and it's the same strategy as before. You let him go forward a bit so that he starts doing his special move, and just try to homing attack him when you get the chance. There's really nothing more to say about that. I will say, though, I mentioned the bounce attack before, and, you know, it's not like Sonic will start using the bounce attack in the boss fight here, but something I find really interesting is that Shadow has no programmed defense against the bounce attack in this boss fight. I'm not sure about the one like before Green Forest, but if you can manage to spin dash and then get you like in front of Shadow, but not too far to where he'll do his Chaos Control, you can actually just continually bounce into him and beat him, so that's interesting. Otherwise, it's a great boss fight.
Sonic, I did it!
Awesome job, Tails!
Sonic!
Look outside!
Ooh!
Fucking awesome way to end the story. I love that shot of Sonic there. The CGI, to be honest, by 2001 standards was, pretty good for, like, video game CGI. But that's the end of the hero story. What do I think of it overall? Well, like I said before, I do think that the hero story is, as a whole, better than the dark story, but I think that there are a couple of things that work to the hero story's advantage, like two characters that were always meant to be playable in this game, as well as the fact that there's more levels, so it gets more chances to make an impression on you. But overall speaking, even though most of Tails' levels aren't really anything to write home about, and Eternal Engine in particular isn't like that good at all, Sonic and Knuckles' levels do just enough, especially Sonic's levels, to really make this nice impression that this game is something that's very much worth your time. And the story, of course, I really like the story. It's got the best in terms of like the boss fights and everything. I think the two stories are pretty comparable with the boss fights. It does have my favorite boss fight hero story though, so that's pretty good. Other highlights being City Escape, Wild Canyon, and then we've also got like Green Forest and Final Rush. Like I said, the antithesis of Final Chase. In terms of like, with Final Chase, so many things can go wrong. But in Final Rush, so many things can go right. That's what I meant by that. Like, I do want to reassert that Final Chase isn't a bad level, but there is a lot of things that can go wrong with that one. We've got my favorite voice of Sonic, and I do think that Scott Dreer, who I'm surprised I haven't mentioned, so I guess I'll have to do that in Knuckles' section of Canon Score. The actors perform well, with the exception of Connor Bringus' Tails. Like, he tried at least. And, Sonic's theme song here, it's my favorite of the new remixes and everything, because Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles' themes were redone. Hero Story is just an overall great package. And, it and Dark Story together is, it's a worthwhile effort to get to the last story, and I'll be happy to bring you the last story in the next part. So, I'll see you then. I've been Skull902, thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Also, big, not you too! Jesus Christ, this game's just full of degenerates. Then again, I think Rouge knows. And possibly appreciates it, so, no problem? This game's fucking weird.
How do I raise Chow? Oh, look at him, look at him. He's such a good boy. Yes, he is. He is the goodest of all boys. If you would imply that a boy could be even gooder than him, then I'll shoot you through the head because this is a goddamn boy! What? Why are you all surprised? Doesn't everyone raise them that way?